the children said their work was their responsibility.
As long as you're sure you'll be okay.
Some distance away, a small boy burst into a red-faced fit. Lyria and I rushed over, hoping to be of help.
running errands in Folka one day, I came across a crowd of people in the town square. But from the sounds of things, it wasn't a friendly get-together.
I hate you all! Mom, Dad, everybody in this stupid town!
The boy shouted angrily at the adults and took off running, right into me. We both landed on our backsides. Jeez, watch where you're going, kid. And that's when I noticed the tears streaming down his face. He was clearly upset about something. Hey, you okay? The boy hopped to his feet without a word, shooting me a glare before sprinting away. One of the adults started to follow after him, but...
Please, Doctor, there's not much time.
The crowd stopped him in his tracks.
But I can't just... No, you're right. My patients need me. Forgive me, Lev.
The man closed his eyes, muttered something to the townspeople, and ran off in the opposite direction. Wait, that kid was crying! You're not gonna go after him? I shouted after the man's back, but he either didn't hear me, or pretended not to. Then I felt a gentle hand on my shoulder.
I'm sure he wants to, sweetheart. You see, that boy is his son.
The boy's name was Lev. His father was a doctor, with many patients needing urgent care, so he had no choice but to ask the townspeople to find his son for him. I knew I should mind my own business, but I couldn't get the poor kid's face out of my head. He was probably hiding somewhere all by himself, crying his eyes out. I understood all too well how painful it felt to be alone. When Master Sokka reached out to me, it changed my life forever. Maybe it was my turn to do the same for someone else. I turned to ask the crew if we could join the search, but they were already gearing up to head after him. It seemed we'd all had the same idea. Just you wait, Lev, I thought to myself. I was gonna find him and put a smile back on his face, even if it meant sticking my nose where it didn't belong.
Do you think we can find a flower? That sounds like a good idea.
Garzeda spoke haltingly, as if remembering the times he shared with his beloved friend. She'd always loved flowers. Tempil was a land forged by its mines, and its climate wasn't suitable for flowers. But that wasn't going to stop her. As if that thread of memory had unspooled another, Garzeda said that his friend mentioned having a secret flower garden. But she hadn't told him the location, so he wasn't sure where to begin looking.
Sometimes she'd head out to a forest near Folka. If the garden's anywhere, it's probably somewhere in there.
It might be a long shot, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't try. I drained the last of my glass. We stepped out of the tavern. The rain had stopped. The air was humid, but the sun was a welcome sight after the rain. I squinted up at the brilliant blue sky. There, arcing over the forest, was a large rainbow.
During our stay in Seed Hollow, a certain request made its way into our hands. We were to inspect sightings of a mysterious young girl near the Seed Hollow castle.
You don't think she's a ghost, do you?
I put a hand on Lyria's shoulder to comfort her and asked the client for more details. According to reports, the young girl appeared to be looking for something. Workers helping with the castle's restoration effort would attempt to approach her, but she would vanish before they could get close. Each sighting would spook another handful of builders, until there weren't enough hands to complete repairs. By all accounts, it seemed to be a ghost. Of course, I couldn't admit that to Lyria. It was not uncommon for spirits to take refuge in ancient ruins or castles and play tricks on any unfortunate souls passing by. They were almost never malicious, even friendly sometimes. However, we couldn't take our chances. I just wished we had more information to work with. There was something familiar about this story. I just couldn't quite put my finger on it.
Don't try and stop me! I have to do this!
He hurled his words like stones as he whipped into a run. Concerned, I asked a nearby man about the boy. He explained that the boy's sister was ill, and the lad was after the remedy, an herb called windcrest. The sickness was assumed to have died out hundreds of years ago, but had now returned to torment the child.
And if that's not enough, I heard the woods where windcrest grows have turned into a monster den.
The boy had struck out alone. Folka had no soldiers to spare, for they were all dispatched to Tempeal for the reconstruction effort. No one was left to answer his pleas, but I would. In my heart, I vowed to bring back the child, and if possible, the herb too. I prayed only that I wasn't too late.
Well, shall we head out?
Perfect. Keep your eyes peeled for windcrest.
Nope, nothing to see this way.
Earth spirits. Strange. We didn't see any the last time we were here.
Seems like they're attracted to the windcrest. Maybe they can feel its power.
They're weaker now! Cut them down! Rain of arrows!
The time is... Follow me! We will prevail! Just like we practiced.
I guess so.
I was just getting warmed up.
Keep them back!
Goodbye now.
Just like that!
What do you think? No falling under my watch.
Now! Eat this!
Right away.
We can't rest yet. Agreed. Let's move. Into my... Very well.
Not today! Take him!
Let's go! You hear it now!
Coward! Like a well-oiled machine!
All right. He'll never back down.
Take my phone.
Frozen blade!
You want more?
Unbelievable. Fair shot, Rackham.
You weren't half bad yourself.
Heal!
Thanks a bunch. Just like that!
What do you
Trigger
think?
finger, is it?
Turn them against each other. Yeah, that should be more than enough.
We still haven't located the boy. What?
Where is that coming from?
I don't know, but it can't be a good sign. We better hurry. What was up with that thudding earlier? Maybe we should check it out.
A golem. So that's what was behind the tremors.
Crap, it spotted us! Get ready for a fight!
Decimate! To the fight!
Ever tasted any face of music?
Prepare yourself!
Late to run away, bud. Hot enough for ya?
I need your power!
Present for ya.
Sweet!
Stop them!
Between the eyes.
Monster!
I don't think
Stay focused. Keep your cool, everyone!
Everyone
What do you
okay?
think? Change the time! Me? I'll go.
we were truly a sight to behold. I heard Puritan's voice just now. I think that when Puritan covered this archipelago in storms, some of its power fused with the land and the monster.
Very well. You want more? Can't keep up.
Yeah!
Don't let him finish charging!
I've got mine. No more.
Looking good!
Coming down. There's nothing to fear.
Oh, I got to get all this back.
Pin them down. I'll finish this. Victory favors us.
Let's do it!
Prepare yourself. What do you think? Frozen blade. There.
Can I get some of that Puritan juice too? This golem is tough!
We can't afford to let it run free. Not while that boy remains missing.
Captain's here!
Playing with daddies on our tails is no fun! Let's give ourselves some breathing room.
Light the frost. Rosetta, I'm here to help. Bring it! Prominent flare!
I hate walking
Do it again.
Good luck!
Pin them down! Is it safe now?
I recognize that voice. With a final death knell, the golem stilled. The boy crawled out from the tall grass, and I pressed the wind crest into his trembling hand.
Wow,
Now I can save my sister! You're the best, lady!
He smiled at me, and with a great burden lifted from his shoulders, skipped the whole way back to Folka. As I watched his happy shuffle, I wished more joy and color into his life of toil, which had been covered by the dust of destruction.
Good day. Let's see. The villagers didn't seem too worried about Lev. According to them, he'd have to venture much deeper into the forest before encountering any monsters. But that wasn't the issue. It seemed like nobody wanted to talk about why he'd run off in the first place. It was an obvious cry for help, and nobody was helping. I went through the same thing back in the day. Even after I met my master, there were times when the loss of my parents was just too much to bear. I didn't go so far as to run from home, but I'd sit alone in the corner of my room, hugging my knees to my chest and crying. Whenever Master Zaka found me like that, he'd always perform a silly magic trick to cheer me up. Just like me, all Lev wanted was for someone to find him, to take his hand, so he went off on his own in the hopes that someone would come for him. I'm sure he knew it was selfish, but it was the only card he felt he had left.
Do you think this means Lev doesn't want to live at home anymore?
I had a feeling that wasn't the case. He's probably just going through a rebellious phase.
Oh, that's when kids start arguing and acting out, right? Catalina told me it's pretty common. Did you have a phase like that?
Lyria's question was innocent enough, but I was too embarrassed to admit that I'd ever gone off alone because I wanted someone to pay attention to me. Heck no! That's not something befitting of a grown lady like myself. So what if I told a little lie? Our biggest concern right now was Lev, who was out there, probably crying with his back up against some rough, silent tree. He needed a friend, and I was more than determined to be one for him. This forest is as huge as ever. I sure hope Lev's okay.
Come on! We gotta find him, and fast! use if he wanders too far in. We gotta track him down. Wait, we're still on the edge of the forest, right? What are goblins doing here? All or nothing! Healing wind!
This is gonna burn.
You want
Run
more?
away, bud.
Time to
I
run!
got the ammo to stack.
There now. Unfurl your
Let's
clubs.
get 'em.
Time for you to go.
Check this out!
There's no time to waste. We've gotta find him.
Watch out for the flyers! We're gonna need that magic of yours, yo! Take this!
Pin them down.
I don't see him anywhere.
That's a lot of monsters. Guess we'll just have to take them all out.
I'm on it.
Got heal for ya.
Much obliged.
What do you think?
Incoming!
Oh, come on. Just leave us alone already.
Finish this.
This should do the
Am I
trick.
alone?
Ooh, nice!
Prepare yourself. Full bloom. Get them, Mary. I can't keep up.
Take that!
Got a bullet for ya.
Too hot to handle!
Mighty cold. What do you think?
Here, have the whole
Looks
mag.
like that's the last of them!
Lev's all alone out there. Come on.
Look, there he is! Over there!
Hey, Uggos. I'm the one who wants.
Range that
Watch the
over
video. Fire in the hole.
Fire, come on.
Let's go. Say your
After you.
Always so beautiful.
Elegance is all about consistency, dear.
Oh, you're in for it. Trigger finger attention.
Get in the circle!
Thanks a bunch.
What do you think? Am I alone?
Let's get him!
All support.
If you insist. Full of this! Do you think I'm getting closer to Master's level?
I think so. That was great.
Lauren with baddies on her tails is so fun! Let's give ourselves some breathing room.
Fighting cold.
Don't worry. They're gone now. You okay?
Yeah. Thanks.